What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of Crispy On. Yes, I am gonna be streaming here soon. Look at that. Got my little setup kind of going. Still need a couple of different pieces to put it all together so I can start. See, I'm already excited. So I can start streaming on Twitch. If you have a Twitch, I'm under Crispy11B. Go check me out if you like. But I will be streaming soon on there. I'm just waiting on a couple pieces, like I said. But today I am gonna be smoking a pork shoulder. I know. You're probably wondering what a pork shoulder is. That's what you call it. A lot of people call it pork butt, but it's actually a shoulder. And we're gonna, once it's all said and done, we're gonna kind of rip it apart and make some pulled pork out of it. And then from there, you know, you can do whatever you want. Tacos, quesadillas, sliders, just pork and rice, whatever you like. But that's what we're gonna be doing today. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and let's get to it. All right, guys, like I mentioned, today we are making a pulled pork. But before anything, before you prep your pork shoulder, yeah, I know a lot of people call it pork butt, but it's actually a pork shoulder. Before we get started, what you wanna do is you wanna go outside and turn on, if you have a Traeger, like I do, turn on your Traeger or your smoker and get it to 250. Before you do anything, you wanna make sure that that grill is heated up and it's going while you prep your meat. So I'm gonna go outside, I'm gonna set the Traeger at 250, let it heat up, let it smoke, let it do its thing, and then I'm gonna come back inside and prep the meat. So let's do that first. All right, guys, first things we're gonna do is add a little bit of oil to your pork shoulder. I'm gonna go with this one, little avocado oil, and don't go too crazy, just a little bit, just to give it a nice little coat so when you put your seasoning on there, it sticks. See, don't go too crazy. That's plenty. Now, you're gonna use your hands and get dirty, so make sure you rub it in. There we go, rubbing it in. And before you put your seasoning, make sure you give it a good smack so it knows to cook very well. All right, there we go. I am gonna go with the Infidel pork rub from Grill Your Ass Off. Oh, there goes some. Don't be afraid to use this stuff, guys. Ooh, look at that chunk. Let's get you back in there, bad boy. All right, start rubbing it in. Get a little more on there. Rub it everywhere. Make sure you get the sides as well. And put a little more up here. By the way, this is a 10-pound pork shoulder. Okay. Now here comes the fun part. Let me wash my hands real quick and then I'll show you guys what I'm gonna do up here. All right, so this is something I like to do, and you don't have to do it, but it definitely helps. So make sure you get a little cut in that fat there. See that? A little split. You wanna do it a couple of times. And you get a little split there. Sorry, my hands are greasy. Loosen grip with this knife. Make sure you get in there. And there. And then here, just on the fat. See that? And then what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna come across like that. break that up there. Boom. Boom. See, make sure you get a little line in there like that. Put this knife down, and you guessed it, we are gonna season this again on this side. And spread it. The only reason I did this way is I always leave the when I'm seasoning, I leave the fat side down, so when I flip it, the fat side stays up. Because when I put it in the grill, the fat side is gonna be up. I like doing it that way. I know a lot of guys like putting it down because of all the juices. I like my juices to stay on the top and go down into the meat, not just fall into the grill. So this is how I do it. You guys can do it however you want. If you want the fat side down, do the fat side down. But this is all you gotta do for now. Now we are gonna wait for that grill to hit 250. We're gonna let this rest for about 15 minutes, and then we are gonna put it inside the smoker. Okay guys, now that our grill is at 250 and it's here on the app, Traeger has an app that, you know, has a Wi-Fi thing, connects to your phone, does all that good stuff. So it lets you know when 250 has reached. So what we're gonna do now that our pork shoulder has been seasoned and everything has been sitting here for about 10 minutes, just kind of getting room temperature, we are gonna put it in the Traeger with your probe. It's got a little probe there that, you know, tells you the internal temperature of your pork shoulder. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put it in there and we're gonna let it reach 160 degrees internal temperature. When it reaches 160, we are gonna pull it out. I'm gonna lay down some foil paper, and then we're gonna wrap that bad boy up. I mean, wrap it really good. We're gonna put it back in there. We're gonna stick our probe back, and we are gonna let it get to 200, about 200 degrees internal temperature. And then we're gonna pull it out. After we pull it out, we're gonna let it sit for about 20 minutes. Just let it there, let it marinate in all its juices and all that good stuff that's in there. And once that's done, you know, once the 20 minutes have gone by, we're gonna put it on the tray and we're just gonna rip apart. I mean, we're gonna shred that bad boy up. And then from there, you know, it's totally up to you what you wanna do. You can do, you know, pulled pork sandwiches. You can just do pulled pork and rice. I mean, the things that you can do with these things is it's endless. You know, you can do whatever you want with it. You know, whatever you choose to do with it. But let's get to that first. Let's put it in the Traeger and let it reach 160 internal temperature. It is gonna take about 3-4 hours for it to get there. The total process, it's gonna be about 8 hours. So make sure that you know that this is gonna take 8 hours. So if you're gonna wanna do this, make sure you start in the morning and you be good to go by dinner. So let's get it in the Traeger, let's set it, and let us do its thing. All right guys, so we have our meat in the Traeger. There it is. Look at that beautiful thing. So the cool thing about the Traeger is you can actually set a temperature in your probe. You guys can see that, there we go. Yep, so it's at 160. Obviously the temperature went down because I opened the lid, but once it reaches 160 internal, it's gonna sound an alarm and it's gonna let me know that it's hit that particular internal temperature, and then I'm gonna pull it out. So for now, cook well, my friend, cook well. Okay guys, as you can see, the probe has reached 160 internal, and you can even see it on the app as well. There it is. So now I got my foil paper. This is one of the things that I like to do. I like to get a stick of butter, cut it up in little pieces, or you know, semi little pieces, and then add a little bit of honey. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna open up our Traeger, take our probe out, grab our pork shoulder, bring it on over, put it here, wrap it up, put it back in, stick our probe, And then we are gonna wait till it hits 200 degrees internal temperature, and then we're gonna take it out. Man, this is, oh, look at all the juices already coming out of this. There it is. All right, guys, let's get this situated here. Get it wrapped up really nice. You should get all the corners really good. Look at that. Like a nice little burrito. All right, guys, there it is in the Traeger with the probe on. Now we're gonna wait for it to get to 200 degrees, like I said earlier. Sorry about the dog in the background. Our neighbors have a hound and he never shuts up. All right, you guys, so it has hit 200 degrees internal temperature. Let's open up this bad boy. We're gonna remove our probe, watch out, because it's gonna be hot. Ooh, I'm gonna shut down our Traeger here. Shutdown cycle. I am gonna grab this with a spatula and put it on our tray. And then we're gonna go inside the house and we are gonna give it about 30 minutes for it to keep cooking inside of that foil paper. So, all right, guys, so we lost a little bit of footage there, but you know, once it comes out of the Traeger, like I said, you know, let it sit for 30 minutes. Let all those juices soak up in there. Look at this. It's just falling apart. It's still freaking hot in my hands. But there it is. Like I said earlier, you know, do whatever you want. You can make sliders, you know, we're gonna make tacos out of this. You can eat it with rice, however you want. I mean, it's really up to you. But that's the recipe. Like I said earlier, get your Traeger to 250. Put your whole pork shoulder in there. Let it get to 150, 160 internal temperature. Then after that, pull it out, wrap it in foil paper, and then let it get to 200 internal degree temperature. Then let it sit for 30 minutes. Then put it on a tray and start peeling away, and that's it. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'll try to make some more later on this week, different recipes. But if you do try it, please let me know, either on here on the channel or on Instagram. And that's it here, guys. We're gonna enjoy this dinner. Have a good one. I'll see y'all next time. Well, there it is, guys. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm gonna try to do more cooking videos. Sorry I've been not posting lately. I've just been kind of busy with this whole, you know, virus thing going on. But I hope you guys are safe. Hope you guys are great. And I hope you guys are staying indoor and are surrounded by all your loved ones and are doing just fine. So please do me a favor, like, comment, and subscribe on this video if you liked it, and I'll see you next time. But until then, crispy on.